What's up, everyone? It's Colin here on day 27 of my 30-day challenge. I'm standing in the middle of the street here, so don't mind the cars going by. So anyway, so yesterday was awesome. I was on a run, and I generally, like, throughout, I remember there was this one day that I went out to Hawthorne, and I just got rejected so hard by so many people, and it was like ever since that day I've been pretty apologetic about what I'm doing when I talk to people. And I don't know if it was because of like the hipsters on Hawthorne or something that just didn't vibe with my style, but it was like a rough day. And ever since then I've been very like I said, apologetic. And so I went up to two girls, and I was running and they were walking to the Brewfest, and I sort of was kind of doing my apologetic thing where I was just like, hey, what's up guys, thought you were cute, you know, sorry to bother you, and etc., etc. And you guys probably have boyfriends, and you know, sorry to interrupt. I kept kind of like not too apologetic, but just mildly. And they actually were like, sort of, it hit me all of a sudden when they said that they kind of reacted like, don't need to be sorry, man. Like, that's cool. We are flattered that you're hitting on us, basically, is what they were trying to say. And then all of a sudden I realized that it's actually doing somebody a disservice if I'm apologizing for talking to them. It's like, oh, I'm sorry that I had to get this out of my system and come talk to you, rather than, no, like, you're very attractive and I want to come talk to you, and you're a big enough person to, if you don't want to talk to me, you can say no. So it was like sort of this, and some of my friends have been kind of telling me that never apologize or something. I wasn't sure to listen to them, but it was really like in that moment yesterday that I learned the lesson that maybe apologizing isn't the best. It doesn't do them any, like, I'm already talking to them. It doesn't do them any service. So that was like a really big lesson of the first day, of just actually like owning it and being like, guess what? I think you're cute. I want to talk to you. Feel free to say no. I don't care. And if you do, then we'll go on our ways. So that was huge. That was huge. And then the second thing, the second lesson from yesterday was that if you do anything like this, you'll never know who you're going to run into and like what kind of stuff is going to happen. So I had two different experiences where I actually met there was three girls walking down the street, and I was really intimidated by them. They just did not look like they wanted to be talked to, and they just looked so mean for some reason. But anyway, I went up to them, I was like, I gotta do this. And so I talked to them, and it turns out they were visiting from Canada, and they looked mad because they had just gotten done, like, you know, flown all day, and they were just trying to find somewhere to drink. And I actually ended up giving them directions, and then like just having this long, awesome conversation with them, and meeting three awesome Canadian girls. And you know, like, we exchanged numbers, and like I said, you know, hit me up if you need any like directions of where to go. And it's not like I'm gonna go on dates with them or anything like that, or I mean, I don't even think I'm gonna hang out with them, but it could happen. But still, I felt like I met these really interesting people from Canada that you know, that there's like this now, I never would have had that connection before. And then lastly, I actually met somebody on the street who she was from Montreal, and she was visiting for just the day. And so obviously I'm not gonna go on a date with her, but I actually was able to like help her. She's like, do you know where a pharmacy is? Or I don't know what the accent is, but she's like looking for a pharmacy, which means a convenience store apparently in French. And so I was like racking my brain trying to find where a pharmacy was, and then finally I realized that she was just looking for a toothbrush. So I was able to like help her like go find a toothbrush, and it was just like a cool interaction. Like, I was meeting an interesting person from you know, visiting from out of state, and that never would have happened had I not actually been going out of my way and like talking to people. So the lesson of yesterday for you is that if you actually go out and like talk to some strangers or something, that you never know what you're gonna get. You could get a brutal rejection, but it'll also, you know, make you feel a little bit better for doing it. But you could also meet somebody who is, you know, traveling from out of town, or is really interesting, or has something to share with you. So anyway, that's all I got for today, and thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you soon.